Welcome back to Full Circle with Mikali. A very good morning to you. How you're doing? Don't you just love Wale in the morning? He just brightens up your day. And I promise I will share that video on social media just so you see, like, if his skills or anything, like, you know. But anyway, you guys will decide. Right now, though, I don't know if you knew anything about personality dating, that your personality in dating, I don't know if it's different. Like, this is, ever heard of a personality coach? What do they even do? Well, we're answering all those questions right now. It's time for Relationship Circle. Welcome to the show, Mark.
Thank you for having me, Mikali.
And I will not try and pretend I know anything. I'll just be here asking the questions. Well, please introduce yourself.
All right.
Maybe personality coach is not it, but you know.
My name is Mark Mbogwa.
Yes.
I'm a certified personality coach.
Okay.
What that career entails is to help someone cultivate their capacity, have a broader or a wider scope of what they're gifted at. So it's about gifts, callings, and also just personal excellence in general. Okay. Yeah.
And why did you choose this path? What did it call to you? Why?
Surprisingly, Mikali,
yes.
this is a God-given gift.
Okay.
It actually trace it around prophecy and discernment. It's a God-given gift that I was born
prophecy?
With. Yes, I did.
I just did.
Because strangely, I'm also a Christian.
Okay.
I love bringing that into light because sometimes people confuse this kind of gift.
Okay.
Sometimes they think it has to do with something a little bit strange because when you really tell someone about themselves, you've never met them, seen them, and through their handwriting, through the way they walk and talk, and tell them about who they are, sometimes most people are not ready for this.
Okay.
So the reason why I point that out, because it's a God-given gift.
Okay.
Most Christians, maybe just to answer that wholesomely, are afraid to talk about spiritual gifts.
Okay.
But it's comfortable to speak about other things. So apart from that, I also gained knowledge around that space to get to know more about personality. So it broadened up, and I chose this because it is also something that tells someone about who they are. Maybe to also your viewers this morning, we give about 75% every day, and we don't know. Even through how I sit, Mwikali, I can tell 6 careers.
You can do what?
Tell 6 careers through how one sits.
Oh,
These
really?
are things that I want to bring out, and thank you for giving me a chance today. So the reason why I focused in dating is because one of the areas where your self-esteem can shatter into so many spaces is actually in the relationship space.
That is true.
And most people don't know about that. So the reason about personality dating is because dating never stops, whether before marriage or after marriage.
Yeah.
And then personality is inborn, God-given, it's innate.
Yes.
So personality dating is about knowing how someone behaves, why you're someone's crush, through how you handle a wrapper, which I came with some of the sweets today. And it's not just sweets, it's any wrapped item. So we're gonna be really discussing a lot today.
Let me tell you guys, so I put myself on the line today. And so my producer was like, so Mikali, you know, he's going to just dissect your personality on air. So you'll be writing the way you're sitting. I've been very nervous.
Oh, wow.
I told her when you were in studio before, like the conversation, and I was talking to Dr. Wale.
Yes.
I was just like, is he looking at the way I'm standing? Is he looking at the way I'm walking? Is he monitoring how I'm speaking? Oh my God. So I was just like, and then I like the fact that you were facing the other way.
The other way.
You made
I
it
didn't
comfortable.
want, yes.
You made it comfortable for me. But in all these little things that we do in our day-to-day lives, you pick up a lot.
Absolutely. 75%.
75%.
And that translates to how we sit, how we talk, and even how we handle a wrapper. Let me just use this for demonstration purposes. So the reason why I chose this option is because I can do this through many other avenues, like I said, handwriting. But I picked up this because this is something in our normal behavior. Sometimes when you have this wrapped item given to you and how you handle a wrapper. So I came with 4 just to demonstrate 4 kinds of how people handle their wrapper. There are those who meticulously unwrap the item like I did. They take their time, observe, then unwrap it as it was wrapped. So we have a very detailed personality. Okay. I think for the first 5 minutes, I want ladies to concentrate because
we are here. Ladies,
then I'll
are
talk
you
to the
with
men.
me? We are here. We are here. Ladies, this is for you.
This is for you because you need to know why you're someone's crush.
Okay.
We are the men who are making moves to you. And sometimes you may not know why you're someone's crush or why you're our crush.
Okay.
And you're giving 75% through how you walk, you talk, you excite us from a distance.
Okay.
So we make moves towards you. Why? So if you're this kind of lady who unwraps very meticulously, just like it was wrapped, it gives a sense of a detailed approach to issues. This is a woman who takes her time.
Okay.
She unwraps it as it was wrapped.
Okay.
Then you have this kind of different woman who pays no attention to that, unwraps that gift in a hurry, then she takes time, she starts twisting the wrapper, and you have got this kind of women. Ladies, concentrate. This gives the impression that sometimes you like things out of the ordinary. Sometimes your head is in the clouds. You forget, you twist it, then you're going to come back to it, start something else. So basically, it means that you're out of the ordinary approach. So from a guy's perspective, you like new things. You're unpredictable. That is great for me. So we also have another kind of woman who handles their wrapper. She may be meticulous, but this time round, she might fold it.
Okay.
She will take time, unfold it, not displace it, perhaps put it in her handbag, maybe dispose it, elsewhere. With this kind of woman, this is also an in-depth woman, almost like the one who leaves things as they are.
Okay.
Very particular about how she does her stuff. So, and lastly, we have those that actually, as they unwrap, they crumple the wrapper. They may leave it where they found it, do something else. The reason why we have this kind of woman is her 75% communicates in this way, that she likes plans. She's a goal-oriented woman. You might even see a sign of aggressiveness. Just look at how this wrapper is crushed.
Yeah.
So this is a kind of woman who loves goal-oriented. Dudes, you want to approach this kind of lady, have a goal. Know what you want. With the one who folds, you really have to find a unique way to approach her.
This is your camera.
This is my camera?
The number 2.
Okay. You approach this woman, you really need a unique way to approach her. Twist. You don't have to have things planned out. Just have a goal. The surprise. The more unpredictable you are, the greater it is. And finally, as you leave things as they are, then precisely talks about the detailed approach. That's why you're someone's crush. We'll talk about the dots later. So you can imagine, Mwikali, all this began at age 3.
Yeah.
So how old you are minus age 3, it has been raw in you.
Okay. That's true.
So if you're to date, the reason why we're having personality dating,
Let me
you
see that.
need, sure. And I also have those diagrams there inside.
Okay.
And
So this is your book. It's called
Personality Dating. In there, we also have 7 portions. I talk about why you're someone's crush. I talk about handling heartbreaks and breakup,
Okay.
which I'll be talking about that again today, because some relationships are fading off because of attitude, ego, hidden benefits. You need this information before you make a move towards someone.
Oh, yes.
And may I also say this, that you also need to be away from some relationships because they are draining and shattering your self-esteem.
Wait.
So there's a lot in there packed.
Okay.
All that through the way you handle your
I can
wrapper.
see the crumpling of the papers in here. So we have proper diagrams
Yes.
of what you just described.
Yes.
And this, I hope the ladies, and so these are things that, like you said, are innate.
They're innate.
So how I unwrapped myself, because unajua nilikuwa kwa duka. I had to be fast.
Yes, you had to be fast.
Nisishikwe na dadini kiiba skari na sweetie.
Yes.
So I carried that on.
All along, it transferred to your handwriting. It transferred to how you process things,
Yes.
how you handle information, and also how you want to be treated, and your expectations when it comes to dating. So if a dude is to make a move, he needs to have this information.
Okay. But I need it fast.
Absolutely. You need it fast. Definitely. So that
Yeah.
you can understand your impact in my life. If I'm to make a move, if this was a relationship,
Yes.
I need you having this information fast. Because what that communicates to me, you know what you want.
Yeah.
And you are able to anticipate my value in your life. The problem is when I make a move and you have this information as a woman,
Yeah.
and I don't know how to handle you, I am simply shattering your self-esteem. I will frustrate you.
Yeah.
We'll have memories, we'll have years, we'll have struggles, and now we are approaching to a very delicate level. Will you break up with me, or we will go through a season of a heartbreak?
Oh my goodness.
So if you want to stick with me, we will
Yeah.
go through a season of a heartbreak. It means you are intentional in dating, but I'm frustrating you, so you're giving me chances. If we are in breakup scenario, you'll have to do away with me because I'm not impacting your value and making you be better.
Guys, I don't know if you're paying attention. Are you paying attention? What personality type are you? Did you know about all of this? Have you figured out what rapper you are? For the ladies who are watching this morning, are you the one that opens up meticulously as it was wrapped? Were you the one who just twists it out? Do you fold it? Do you just and just leave it there? Please text us right now, 111 if you have any questions whatsoever. Mac will definitely be answering your questions, but please share your stories with us. What kind of a girl are you? I have a notebook here and a pen, and I will be put on the test and we'll find out what he has to say about my personality in just a bit, so do not go too far. This is Full Circle with Mwikali. 111 that is our SMS line. Get texting. Switch TV KE on Instagram, Switch TV Kenya on Facebook, and I've posted it on Instagram as well. That is, it's Mwikali Mary on Twitter and Instagram. We'll be right back. Well, the ladies at the studio, we're having heart to heart here, understanding and sharing how we dispose and unwrap our sweets. And I hope you're doing the same. Please share your stories with us. There are 4 different ways to do that. But then again, what if you find yourself doing 2 or 3 of that? Is it also a thing, Mark?
Yes, it is. It is a thing because at times you may find that our personality, we may have 2 to 3 personalities.
Okay.
Depending on our wiring, how we've grown up, our exposed situations, scenarios. So sometimes you may meet someone who unwraps it, then later folds it. That says something about them.
Okay.
You can see someone who folds, then later twist it. So all these combinations do happen. But essentially, what they do most than the other. This is normally a primary and a secondary behavior.
Okay.
Yeah. So the primary behavior may be I unwrap, and the secondary behavior may be I twist. Hence the reason why you need to understand personality dating, because perhaps when you met them, they unwrapped. You liked that side, you had a crush on that side, you made a move as a dude, and that's what the foundation of the relationship was based upon.
Okay.
Years down the line, you see another side pop up. She twists. Hey, I'm not familiar with this side. I think you're changing. Now we don't know where the relationship is going. But all this was part of her or part of him.
Okay.
Was this clearer enough? Hence why you need to understand what personality dating is about. So some people do break up because of that alone. Because another side pops up. You're not familiar with the attitude of this side. You're only familiar with this. And that's why I say some relationships fade prematurely.
Okay.
Because of attitude, the side of this ego, because all along you've been training for this side.
So it's also tough for the gentleman.
It's also tough for the gentleman. And
Yeah.
also for women who are self-aware, may also be exposed to the side of a dude they were not familiar with. He was like this when he was your boyfriend.
Yes.
Now that he's your husband, and there's the aspect of being a father, all these stages start changing. Another side starts popping up. We also have other Mwikali, another third side popping up.
Okay.
Because there are certain stages that bring up other personalities. They meet, they are deep. So the reason of personality dating is having a full exposure of who they are.
Okay.
Know the attitudes of both personalities, the egos of both personalities, the hidden benefits of both personalities. Tame some, leave some, and we call that a relationship.
Okay. You talked about breakups earlier.
Yes.
And how that, do they also deal differently?
Absolutely.
Okay.
We've been having one answer fits all, which is something that I've been trying to fight as a personality coach.
Okay.
And the terminology of all men are the same. Ladies, if you fall under that space, you need to start changing after today's show.
Yep.
We cannot have one answer fits all. We are talking about 4 kinds of relationship, 4 kinds of men, 4 kinds of women, and also split personalities. So this is so broad. If you are to break up with this kind of dude, ladies, who leaves the item as it is, I want you to understand that this is a guy who processes stuff. So you're going to go through silent seasons. He's not going to speak when you want and how you want it. He needs a time frame. He needs a time frame because this is someone who is breaking within and will not publicly appear and say, this is what I'm going through. This kind of dude, when you break up with him, the next day will be like, everything is fine. Perhaps a new status, moving on, life is cool. You know, this, in fact, you even wonder, are they feeling any pain? You want them to feel pain, but they're not, simply because they have found a coping mechanism. They break privately, never publicly. Publicly is to show you they moved on and life moves on. It does not mean that they're not going through pain.
Okay.
We have also this kind of dude who falls. Now, this is meticulous dude. This is a guy who will even stick there for 1 year, 6 to 8 months, still handling the same issue. You probably even moved on. He will think twice, do it once. He will be persistent. He will call you. He will reach out to you, trying to tell you, can we fix this? While you're playing hard to get, he will think twice, do it once, and drop it like it's hot. Finally, we have those that crumble. He will have a framework of how this relationship, he will pause, rewind, forward, what really happened. He will process everything before he moves on. Now, keyword, Moikali, breakup or heartbreak.
Okay.
Breakup means done and dusted. We are not getting back to it.
Okay.
You asked me about breakup.
Yes.
Now, if this is a scenario of a heartbreak, then let me let you know, ladies and gentlemen, if you are intentional about dating, you will come across seasons of a heartbreak.
Yes.
That means they did something you didn't expect. So it will not happen once. The question is being psychologically prepared to move on when they do it. So, same scenario.
Okay.
They will fight it. They will not let go. They will still give you a reason on why it has to work.
That is the guy who unwraps.
That is the guy who unwraps. They are detail-oriented.
Yes.
They want to unwrap it as it was wrapped, so they are detailed.
Okay.
They will remind you of the memories that got you guys connected. Twists, they will send you gifts. Persistent calls, they will take you out. They might not even say sorry, but they will take you out to say sorry. So it's a more of action-oriented sort of apology. It will never come out straight. It's not like the guy who unwraps it.
Okay.
He will be like, I'm sorry, Mwikali, I hurt you because of ABCD.
Yes.
He will use the words you expect. He will not use the words you expect. Or she will not even use the words you expect. She will surprise you with gifts as well, and will never come out categorically that they hurt you. But you can see through their action, they say sorry. So, with this kind of scenario as well, you'll expect them to be really focused, sending you some particular memories that will revive you. And eventually they'll have a framework of never to do it again because they are familiar with what happened.
Wow.
All that through how you handle a rapper.
Okay. Kuna mtu anasema, na wenye suit you, wenye... Mina kufeel. This is new.
They chew? How did they handle the wrapper though?
Yeah, so because you have to open the wrapper first.
You have to open the wrapper first before you either chew. Yeah.
Okay.
So if they are to be more clear on how they handle the wrapper,
Yes.
then I'm able to tell them precisely what would you like to know. Why you're someone's crush, how you handle a heartbreak, or even how you volcanically vent. Because we must know your pressure points as women. When we are men approaching you, you must know our pressure points as men as well. We really don't have a thick skin for everything. We also want you to reach forward to us and get to know what's really happening from within. So that's why this is really exciting, because when you know yourself and how you handle your wrapper, you're curious now to know what the other person is about and how the relationship compatibility works. This is about healing and knowing that information early enough.
Well, Ali is 33 for me, guys.
Which
but
is
it's
okay.
fine.
It's fine.
But just, it's going to be awkward because when you call me out on a date, I'll just be carrying sweets. I'm a sweetie. I'm just dishing out to everybody, and it's like...
Or a wrapped gift.
A wrapped gift. Oh,
Yes.
yeah, that's true.
That too as well. It's not just sweets. It's any wrapped item.
How you
And
unwrap it.
handwriting, sorry, as well.
Okay.
So you can go ahead, maybe...
Oh, no, before we even get there.
Yeah.
So let's start with how I'm seating your first impression. So,
Yes.
my God, be nice.
Yeah, I will. Beyond professionalism, because I'll keep it also about personality.
Okay.
And one thing that, and I'm sure you know about this, is that you have a personality that really soaks in people to your space. And that is also based on how you sit, how you talk, intonation of words, just your personality. This is what people are getting around from you. People are going to bring you issues, Mwikali. Even some of the things that you feel, am I even wired to handle this, is because they trust your space and how you think through things, how you process through things. So you're likely to carry more than enough, but you have the capacity to handle it. The question is, or if you've been questioning yourself, why are people bringing all these issues to me, even some that are not even in my line of work, is because your personality allows that space. You have the gift to make people protect their worth. And the way you address issues, you're very clear about what you want. You're dynamic as well. So that means there are multiple ways of seeing issues. When someone says, Mwikali, I'm going through this, because they're blocked by frustration, you have 7 points of how they can exit the situation.
Praise Jesus.
Amen.
Well, okay. And the gallery is quiet. Lynette, talk to me. Okay, so we're going to do the handwriting one before we get to the questions. Please send in your questions.
Yes.
Dating, personality types. If you've been listening through this conversation and you have identified which person you are,
yes,
what personality you have, 111 that is our SMS line. It's just going to cost you $1. Please indulge us this morning. So, what do we do?
Anything. Your name, welcome to Full Circle, anything.
Okay, cool. Does it matter if I was taught how to write at a certain point in my life?
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't, because at Form 1, I think we were all taught how to
write. And
yes.
Sometimes we may also even have similar handwritings.
Yes.
That's why we have various avenues of getting to know more about you.
Okay.
So if the handwriting is almost closely similar to someone else, there's the walking style, the sitting style, how you handle a rapper, like we said. So all these are avenues to get to know a wholesome, full circle aspect of Mwikali.
Okay. I think I'm done.
Okay.
Cool. So I hand this to you.
Yes.
Okay.
Awesome. So I'm just going to share a general aspect about you,
Yeah.
your leadership style, your ethic style, and what people should expect from Mwikali.
From just that.
From
There were
just
just 3 sentences, guys.
So one key thing is people need to know about you is your sensitive aspect. Now, they might see the tough aspect, the tough side of Mwikali. They need to watch their words around you. You mind words and your space a lot. Maybe those who've stuck with you for a long time know this. Those that don't know about this, they see that tough side. And tough, I mean that you're very objective about how you go about stuff. But beyond that is that you're very sensitive. Words mean a lot to you. And not just any random words, particular words. You love people keeping their promise. You are really an inner value person. You verify, filtrate people with values. It's not how they appear, it's not what they say, how they talk, values. You have a very keen eye and observation skills for values. Leadership style. You love working with people who ooze that kind of confidence. Silence sometimes does not appeal to you. You like it, but it's not what makes things work. You love the same energy distributed around, so that, because you are generous, and that's good because we've never met. You can confirm about this. You're very generous, and that means sometimes you can be so selfless and people forget you. That's why you need people like you around you, so that they can feel in what you feel in them. That's your leadership style and work ethic style. And full circle for Mwikali.
We are done. And we're taking in all your questions. Thank you, Mark, for that.
You're welcome.
You hit some really true truths.
Thank you.
In there. And I have a small circle of friends who I have moments of silence, but they understand. So they get it. They're just like, we know. And
Yes.
recently, the one thing that has been said constantly about me is that I sort of like, I attract people or draw in people. I think I was having
Wow.
this conversation with Caro, my producer, and that was said to me by 2 different people
Wow.
in a very short span of time. And I was just like, okay, I don't know how to do with that. I don't know what to do with that information, but yeah. So, hi, Mwikali. These are your questions. Focus. We're back here now.
Okay.
How do I handle a man who was responsible during pregnancy and not responsible during the upkeep of the child. He's always giving excuses and a lot of quarrels. I tend to love this man so much.
Okay. Perhaps they would have clarified what do they think that kind of man is. Who do you think, or which category do you think he fits in? Is it unwrapping? Is it twisting? Is it folding? Or is it crumpling? But basically, we go into some seasons of silence, maybe just because of the nature of the question you asked me, is to explain man cave silence. Sometimes our silences is to process our next move in your life. We are growing. We become your boyfriend. There's the fiancé stage. There's the husband, and there's the father. All these stages need me as a man to process and grow in them. My personality is also growing in them. I'm to exercise all this to you. So this man cave silence sometimes might be the information that is coming in and the sense of responsibility. If I do not have men who really encourage those best parts in me, then I'm likely to go through seasons of silence. It's not an avoidance of responsibility. Perhaps you get him into a conversation and get to know what he's going through, he'll be better. But please do clarify on what category you think he fits in.
Okay. Hi, Mac and and Mikali. My name is Max. I'm loving this show, but please clarify this for me, because from Mac's explanation, I feel realize I have all those personalities. Is that even normal?
It is normal,
Yeah.
but it means chances are high you're very dynamic. Dynamic people feel like they fit in each and every category. So it actually speaks about your dynamism. You like fitting out of the ordinary. You have tried so many things, and that's why I picked this is because you'll find you can even confuse yourself to be here, to be in this category. But like I said, it's possible to have 2 to 3. But in most cases, your primary behavior is that you twist things. You like trying stuff. So you might be sometimes crumpling that wrap and wondering what happened to me.
Yeah.
It's because you try so many things. There's a challenge when it comes to personality dating, simply because your man does not know what to attend to.
Okay.
You need to be in some spaces where I know what kind of value impact I'll have in your life. So you're here.
Oh, wow. Okay. Guys, focus. Well, I'm saying that more to me. Is it advisable for me to go back to my heartbreak after 2 years of relationship? And the thing I'm getting a lot is sometimes from the questions, what
Yes.
I understand is sometimes we're looking at the other person a lot more than we're looking at ourselves and what personality type I am, because I
Yes.
might be the personality type that I can easily tolerate whatever you bring.
Yes.
So knowing
Yes.
that, then I need to be aware not to tolerate that and know
Sure.
that this is not good for me.
Sure. And let me explain that for a couple of minutes. It will sound like a science class.
Okay.
So there's a recent study that was made, and they found out that there are special cells in the heart. They call them the specialized neurites. These neurites think, feel, and remember independently from the brain. So in a nutshell, you have a little brain in here that is different from what is in here. What does that mean? There are some personalities that love you only from a logical point of view,
Okay.
which means they protect themselves first before you.
Okay.
Sad to say.
Yeah.
Then there are those who love you passionately from the heart. Like we said, it's independent. These are the people, they give you all their love at once. You mismanage it, they break equally deep as well. So having said that, intentionally, both should operate the same, because you need to propagate the kind of love that you're giving to someone. I'm not saying you make them first or priority before yourself, but I'm saying there are just those moments when your kind of love is not working. It does not mean that you have to passionately keep on giving your love. You have to logically look at situations. But the reason why I'm saying this is because chances are high, if they logically loved you, it means that you can even confuse between a heartbreak and a breakup.
Okay.
That long silence of a heartbreak, when both of you keep quiet, you prematurely qualify the relationship to be a breakup.
Okay.
More time, like you said, 2 years,
Yeah.
it's a premature breakup. In other words, it's an intentional heartbreak and not a breakup.
Okay. Okay.
So anytime there's long silence in a heartbreak,
Yes.
it can qualify to be a breakup. And that's why some relationships are. That's why you'll keep thinking, remembering the person, because you didn't move on.
That's here.
That's here.
Yeah.
Then you remind yourself that, hey, I think I've got someone, or I think it's a breakup, which you both of you didn't call it like one. It's as being a challenge.
Okay.
So the main point is, it's important to understand whether this is a breakup or a heartbreak. That means, and very few relationships, Mwikali, reach to the level of a successful breakup.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. So we have done a bit of an exercise for you. Let me just receive this. Thank you. So my team in the gallery
Okay.
wrote down
The
full
handwriting.
circle
Full circle.
in numbers, so
Okay.
you do not know who they are.
That's good.
Some of them you haven't even seen them.
That's
But
great.
maybe if time allows,
Yes.
you could just pick from them randomly, and then you can say the numbers so that they can know. I'm sure you guys have written, you know your numbers? Okay, cool.
Yes. So I do not know, for those who wrote, whether you want to know why you're someone's crush. I don't know if you want to know your personality in general. So I think I'm just going to keep it personality.
Personality in general, yes, that's
So
okay.
I'm just going to pick random numbers. There's full circle number 4. Now, people approach you with a lot of patience. For number 4, full circle number 4, it means that they take their time and choose which words they will use towards you. Full circle number 7, you're very intellectual. If people are really to get to know all sides about you, most people actually confuse you to be the silent type. I think you're the person that goes all in. Maybe situations compose you, but naturally you love experimenting stuff. There's also full circle number 9. Chances are high you take your time before you approach things. So if you really want to know about relationship, we can meet after the show. Full circle number 2, that means is that you space out your things. You don't love being overwhelmed. So if you're in a pressured situation, that is, you will act outside of your normal character. So if this is normally how people meet you at, just space out yourself. Explain to people how you need things, because you like things in order. And finally, full circle number 11, we have a very detailed approach to how you like things. Very particular. Someone picks up something, please return it where it is. Otherwise, it will be a clash, collision. If I didn't read, next
Oh my
woman.
God. They have, I think, mtamwona kando.
Yes.
Ni mingi.
Ni
Ziko
mob.
ngapi hivi?
Hey, it's about even 9 or around 10, 11 there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So kuna watu wanataka tuseme zao. Okay. Number 3. Okay.
Number 3.
Yes.
Okay. So with number 3, you're very gentle with words, and it's a matter of approach. For you, the philosophy is about approach. Take time, compose yourself, and approach something. One challenge that I have with you is sometimes you may take too long before you do things yourself. You have a lot of ideas, but actualizing them is the problem. Postponing is the big deal. Please, let's work on this side. You need to do more.
Number 5. I'm sorry.
Number 5, it's cool. Number 5, you have this sense of approach that you're very meticulous as well. Number 5, if there are moments when you're very good at mobilizing people. I don't know if people know this side about you. You really know how to bring things together. Please do this for yourself.
Please tell me, guys, if like
Please
he's right,
confirm.
you can shout in my
Please
ear.
confirm.
Okay, I think we're done. Are we done?
Yes, we are.
Okay, cool. Good morning, Mac and Mwikali. I'm Christoph. Na nimeangalia naona niko karibu kwote. Like, depends on who gives me the gift. Sometimes I'll fold it. Other times I'll straighten it. Other times you just crumple it. Is this even normal?
It is.
Okay.
Precisely, we said that it's possible to have various ways to express yourself. But remember, this is the primary behavior. This is what you do most. Yes, you may fold, you may crumple, you may twist, you may even leave it as it is, but there's the primary behavior, which means what you do most. So in most cases, it points out your dynamism. But for you in particular, based on how you actually put your words together, it's about moods. You wake up based on how you feel. Please confirm that to Mwikali. You wake up on how you feel. If you feel today, I'll fold, you'll fold. So we really need to change that mood sort of timetable, because at times you can be unpredictable with how you plan out your day. So apart from that, you're really adaptive person.
Okay. One final question. I think
Sure.
we have about like 2 minutes. Hi, I'm Caroline from Chuka. Mikali, I'm watching you guys. I have a question for our guest today. I'm kind of a person who nikiwa nimetulia either na move mguu ama any other part of my body. What type of personality is that?
So kama una move mguu, I don't know kama una move mguu ukiekelea hivi,
Ama
una move mguu
inatingika,
kikikwa right
tingika.
angle. There are those who really shake a lot.
Yes.
Sometimes it may give the impression of nervousness, anxiety, but at sometimes it is also about containing yourself.
Yeah.
By the way, self-esteem is connected to exercises.
Huh?
But also I didn't know whether unamanisha ku stretch out, because there are those who stretch out their
Yes.
legs. Probably they fall under this category. Like I said, ani watu wakimerelax, kila kitu, concentration hata ni problem kwa daro sometimes, homework, you know, assignment, thesis if you're in college. These are sometimes some of the challenges that you're going to get because they love shortened, everything equal short, brief and straight to the point. So ka unaekanga hivi mguu, it just talks about your concentration span. Please pick some careers that you work early in the mornings and not late in the afternoons, because that goes with how you're wired. Ka unaekanga hivi miguu pamoja, it means that you have some level of tolerance. If you also unaekanga hivi, it means that you have some level of composure. You take time as you process stuff. So give us your manual then.
Oh my God. Mark, you're really good.
Thank you.
You really are. And I'd like to have this conversation again with you.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
How can people get in touch with you directly? How can they get the book?
Yes.
Personal Dating, Mark Mbugua.
All right. Through any of my social media platforms, because I'm actually doing it through the social media platforms. That's Mark Mbugua in Facebook, Mark_Mbugua in Instagram. You can also find me in Twitter, that is at Gifted Purpose, and also on my new YouTube channel, Mark Mbugua.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mark.
I appreciate Mwikali. It's an honor to have you.
This was mind-blowing.
Thank you.
Gallery is quiet. They are all menyamaza membo mokweli. Mi najua yako. I think I picked out yours. That's my director, but you can see Mac separately after the show. We're taking a very short commercial break. When we come back, we have skin enthusiasts in the building. We're going to be talking about hyperpigmentation. So send in all your questions about that as well. This is Full Circle with Mwikali.